resolution different? I think it is. I don't think it's wasting half the screen. Yeah, it is. Display area. But modify it on your PlayStation 5. PlayStation 4 system. So, okay, fuck that then. No, this is all screen, but I've got a massive border on my screen. Oh god, it's struggling to load the title screen. Oh lord. Pardon. Could you be a dear and see if my broadcast is actually working?
I'm sure it is, like.
I mean, I could do it on my phone, like.
I'll do it, but I don't know why you think it isn't.
Right, because it's randomly just not when I was playing Astrobot.
Let's play with it.
Yeah, that one. Oh, has it stopped recording?
Loading screen and menuing.
That's weird. It says I'm on it.
On Twitch?
Yeah. Refresh the page? Huh. I'll check that because I'm...
Currently streaming, right? It's on
There is like a 30-second delay, I suppose.
there.
Fixed. Moveless. It either will or won't have sound. Hopefully it will.
Not about having the sound muted, it won't.
Definitely won't then. Oh, I have one viewer. Is it Sakaradin by any chance?
That would be me. And yes, you have sound.
Yay, delightful. Well, absolute bullshit. This wasn't included in the Royal Edition, though. It's like, you bought the special edition of the game with the season pass, except it's not a season pass. Yep, it does load faster on the PS5.
What a surprise.
I mean, I thought it should, but I also felt it still had loading times.
It's probably a big game, darling.
It is a big game. It's like 100 gigs. I've got scissors. Handy.
You don't need these scissors? I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Stop staring at me.
You've got a box of chocolates. I'm going to stare at you.
You had an antibiotic, you can't have it for like another 30 minutes.
I know, but I can still admire the box. It might be 30 minutes before I can get into my game. What was that? Doubly annoying Zoe's?
What?
Never mind.
I'll switch the stream off when I confirmed it before I continue. I'm pausing the video if it's talking at me.
Ooh. There's a bubble in my PS4 controller. A little plastic. Oh, I have unlocked gameplay again.
Took a minute to load,
It did.
Long ago, there lived a man, blessed by the gods and revered by the people as their savior.
It's all everywhere already.
His name was Arden Lucis Kylum,
Having a fantasy.
and he was to have served as the first king of Lucis.
That's not how the story went. Oh, right, okay.
tensions remains high, with neither nation showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning. The missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Mars Sapientia. Although Officer Sapientia allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time, fellow officers say he disappeared soon after and has not been sighted since. Officer Sapientia is a tall, fair-skinned male and was last seen wearing his Border Patrol fatigues. Anyone with information on Officer Sapientia's whereabouts are
I
requested
had
to
that in the
contact
last
the Crown
posh
City
box of
Police
chocolates I had.
immediately.
It's...
And now a word
I don't
from
know
the
how you
Public
pronounce it.
Information
It's just, it's
Today
almond
marks
with
the
something.
anniversary of
I
the
think it
founding of
was
the Kingdom of Lucis. The
unorthodox.
Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this auspicious occasion, including a parade around the Citadel as well as a statue of the founder
do
king
that?
himself. All are welcome and encouraged
I
to
want to do
participate
that,
in today's
but I
festivities.
can't spell it without the
This has
tablet.
been a message from the Public Information Bureau.
What about you?
Now, on to the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild
Oh,
and sunny
no.
weather with nothing but blue skies.
I'm on
The
special
Borderlands may
assignment.
experience some inclement weather, starting in the evening and continuing throughout the night. That concludes today's news and weather.
It's Nutella. It's them trying to be posh twats. Is a sweet chocolate spread containing about 30% hazelnut paste, invented in Turin during Napoleon's regency. It sounds well posh though, instead of just calling it Nutella. It's almond and Nutella chocolate.
Sweet home at last.
Welcome to the Founders Day Festival. In a moment, the parade will begin making its way through the city.
I really hope what was going on in that car was not important. That was more interesting than the chocolate.
Statue of the founder king, Somnus Lucis Hyrum.
Oh, why is he so cool? Because he's a bad guy.
So this is the city Somnus built
So
on the
cool.
back of his own flesh and blood. Just look at them, free of care and unaware of the war beyond their wall.
Oh, wrong way. Oh, hang on. What? How do I get to that? Can I just walk straight
In
over?
order to ensure the safety of all festival goers, we ask that you please follow all staff instructions. Vehicular access will also be limited in some areas around the Citadel for the festival's duration. In addition, traffic will be stopped entirely during the parade. We thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, shiny.
What need is there to worry when brick and mortar blinds them to the suffering outside? Why venture out into the world when you feel so safe within? What a life to live. This is the statue of the Founder King? I see the sculptor took quite a few liberties.
So what do you think, son? Not every day you get to see the king's personal bodyguards up close.
They're so cool! I want to be a royal guard someday.
And that must be the king's castle.
We should. No, no. Absolutely.
Now, let the fireworks begin!
Okay.
Right, let's go.
Nobody's paying attention to me. This is terrible. Oh, hello.
Cursed be the waving wings of the gods.
Bye-bye. least there's not going to be any danger of me not being able to read it while it's loading. How are your chocolates?
They're alright. Almost all of them have got some form of nothing or orange or something weird in them.
Well, I thought for like £3 something. Huh. They'd be alright to have in the cupboard as a present, but they only had like a month on them.
Arden. Oh, Arden. You can't expect me to believe that.
Oh, but I do. You have my word.
Well, in that case... You look exhausted, my love. Are you all right?
I am. The gods blessed me with a power and a purpose to cure people of what ails them. I must see their will be done.
Your devotion shall not go unnoticed. The gods will doubtless be watching over you. Just as I shall be watching over you every step of the way. It seems to me the cure for your exhaustion is comprised of two things, one of which is rest.
Oh? And the other?
Is me.
Oh. Why is it?
Pray be with me.
Can't make kissing in games not look awkward. Yeah, you like mashing faces together though. Oh, looks like he's been tortured. Oh, that smells good. Did you try the Gunjojaja square? It's just Nutella and almonds.
He's alive. Just as the ancient texts told.
Who?
Take him away.
I suspect they all sound quite pleasant.
Touch me.
Banish them from my sight.
Status report. Everything is fine here.
Roger that. We'll transport the subject to your location.
And we'll have the medical team ready as planned.
Oh, I can look around.
What's the situation over there?
Nothing to report. We're just...
I don't know how to
Adagium sighted!
Adagio.
Get it back in the cell, no matter what. We can't let that thing off this island.
Stop. Cease this. Cease this.
At once!
Overkill. When in his undying state, his attacks deal more damage, but his maximum HP falls every time he takes a hit. When his maximum HP falls to 0, the game is over. Sure. Trick is, don't take a hit. Full square saddle step. Cool. Look at this. It's just a glorified dodge, but I like it.
Damned monster. Enough!
Oh, demonify the enemy.
Too slow.
Enough!
Do they become my allies? Oh, I got a slurp that life throw.
What sins must I atone?
These memories. Could they be? Is
The taxi cab across the street. Green taxi car instead of just a green go light. That was in the flashback. It brought me joy.
I didn't purge him of the scourge.
It's fine.
Incredible. His power's unbelievable. Hey!
Lara! Somnus!
Forgive me, brother, but the throne seats only one.
Oh, Wifey died.
Gods, no!
Arden.
He looked cool. That was enough reason for me to like him in the
Arden
first place.
Azunia, Chief Besithia would like to see you.
I think he's introduced as an ally, and then I think the whole time I was like, yeah, he's gonna be a bad guy. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah, I'll listen to audio logs, but I'm not going to go out my way to
Nothing
read.
here to interest me. Nothing here to interest me. Might as well head out.
No treasure that way.
I dare say this outfit wasn't tailor-made. Not the most enthralling view.
Yeah, of course I'm not allowed out there. Playing with the PS5's made the PS4 controller just feel actively inferior.
Come, have a seat.
Gods above, we thank you for the bounty you have laid before us.
Don't want your food getting cold, do you? Are you enjoying your stay?
No.
You've been asleep for years. Learning to appreciate the waking world will take time. Perhaps I can help enlighten you while we dine.
Is that bruv? Ask about the food. Food looks good. Give me the food.
What is this food?
Meat, cloned in this facility.
Cloned?
We cultivated somatic cells, use them as donors to fuse the nucleus transplant cells to the recipient oocytes, and then we...
Enough! I've no ear for the ramblings of a lunatic. Was your examination of me a fruitful one?
Oh yes, you've proven far more fascinating than expected. No wonder they kept you locked away. To think the powers of a demon could dwell within the heart of a man, it's incredible. The Star Scourge doesn't sap your life force, it gives you more. Your cells can regenerate themselves, and you can demonify other life forms as well. There's no doubt you are...
A monster.
Not a monster, a marvel. I can't wait to unravel all your mysteries.
What is it you want from me, anyhow? What about me interests you so?
You said it yourself, didn't you? You were chosen by the gods. And frankly, with powers like yours, I'd say you're nearly a god in your own right. We need those powers that you possess. With your strength on our side, we could finally put an end to the gruesome war with Lucis. You too must desire the fall of the kingdom that cast you into exile.
My desires are all in the past.
The man who wronged you may have died long ago, but his descendants live on to this day. Surely you must bear them some feelings of ill will.
My feelings are none of your concern.
Come along.
No, the shiny's here. Assume that's a defense boost. Mm-hmm.
This is the fruit of my labor. A small portion of it, that is. I envy you. A human life is too short to truly understand all there is to know about the world. Go on, have a look.
Oh, I'm on the save point. I want to use the save point, please. Hey, oh, save point's down there, okay. Play video game.
This is our world?
It has been estimated that Eos came into existence some 4.5 billion years ago. Ancient myths tell tales of 6 protector gods who first alighted upon Eos in the ancient Solheim era. Fossils thought to be remains of the oldest members of the human race were discovered in the Vistala region. Some claim that humans discovered fire in the Sukarp region even before the dawn of the Solheim civilization. According to legend, the fire god Ifrit first bestowed his burning wisdom upon a man who later sat the throne of Solheim. The mechanized civilization of Solheim is presumed to have originated in the Disgaea and Klain regions. Exactly when the civilization rose and fell, however, remains the subject of much investigation. The enormous crevasse separating the regions of Klain and Disgaea is known as Telpar Crag. It is here that the War of the Astrals is said to have taken place. When Ifrit tried to reduce mankind to ash, the other gods fought back, and some claim this clash caused the collapse of Solheim. It is said that Ifrit, having lost the War of the Astrals, was interred atop the Rock of Ravito. After the war, the ice goddess Shiva allegedly sank into a deep slumber, nestled in the Goravas Rift of Volute. To this day, no one knows what became of the blade god Bahamut. The earth god Titan can be seen supporting the meteor at the heart of the Disk of Kothis in Disgaea. As for the storm god Rama, legend has it he sealed himself away within Fosha Hollow in Disgaea. The sea goddess Leviathan disappeared in the wake of the war. Some say she swam below the waves and slumbers beneath the city of Altisha. Some 2,000 years ago, the gods granted Somnus Lucis Kylum 2 gifts: the sacred stone and ring. With these in hand, he founded the kingdom of Lucis. In the centuries since, Lucis has managed to expand its territory while struggling to suppress a parasitic plague. As of ME-722, Mors Lucis Kylum sits the throne as the 112th monarch of his line. Regis Lucis Kylum is King Mor's firstborn son, and first in line to succeed his father. Angelgard, off the coast of Golden Key, is an uninhabited island that Lucians regard as sacred ground. Ancient texts tell of a monster known as Adagium supposedly sealed away within, but investigations into its existence have yet to provide conclusive evidence. Soon after the establishment of the Kingdom of Lucis, House Fleuret founded the nation of Tenebrae. The Empire began its occupation of Tenebrae in ME-359, a move that was initially met with much apprehension. In order to assuage the dissenters, the Empire preserved the Oracle's home of Fenestala Manor. This concession was partially made for political purposes. House Fleuret enjoys close ties with the line of Lucis. The Accordo Protectorate has developed into a bustling league of towns at the heart of maritime trade. In ME-606, the Empire won an important battle against the allied forces of Lucis and Accordo, and in turn, annexed the Protectorate. The country is steeped in traditions and cultures that are incompatible with imperial rule, so the Empire has permitted it a measure of relative political autonomy. Centuries after the founding of Lucis, a movement to revive the lost civilization of Solheim arose around the Weltham region. Leading the charge was House Aldercapt, whose brave deeds brought about the rise of the Niflheim Empire. The Empire built upon Solheim's magic technology and employed it for military use. This new firepower helped the Empire fell its foes, taking Tenebrae in ME-359 and Accordo in ME-606. As of ME-722, under the direction of Emperor Aedalus Aldercapt, the Empire is developing new arms fusing magitech with demons. Vestiges of the ancient Solheim civilization can still be seen in the ruins of Piteous and Steelif Grove. Several ancient structures also dot the forest of the Fall Grove that encircles Castlemark Tower. Excavation of these various sites is currently underway. In ME-501, during an expedition in the Ulwat region, the Imperial Army discovered a new species known as demons.
So. Okay.
At center, we see what I presume to be Lucian warriors and the kings of yore. I've learned a great deal about the first king of Lucis, but I never knew he was second in line. It seems to depict a legend in which the chosen king dispels the darkness. If that's true, does that mean Lucis intends to someday stand above all others? Their trifling tales mean nothing in the face of our superior technology. Only we can restore balance to our world. At the top of the painting, we see the Oracle herself. The bloodline of the Oracle is one of the oldest in Eos, originating with Eromirus Fleuret. Only they possess the power to commune with the gods. This painting depicts the Oracle as some goddess of light herself. She'd doubtless prove a powerful ally if she could be persuaded. On the sides of the frame, we see the Hexathian. Conspicuously absent is the traitorous god of fire who started the Great War of old. Perhaps developing a deeper understanding of the demons will bring us closer to comprehending their divine counterparts. But what if I were to find a way to combine those two disparate elements? By my estimation, the grotesque creatures depicted here are likely demons. Could this mean these monsters will be harbingers of the apocalypse? If only we could find a way to harness their power for ourselves.
The line of Lucis was chosen to eradicate evil from Eos, And with the Divine on their side, how could they fail?
Oh, I'm not ready to activate whatever device that is yet.
Demons were first officially recognized as a new species roughly 200 years ago. According to ancient texts, however, humans have suffered from a parasitic plague wrought by the demons for upward of 2 millennia. Demonification is caused by a mutant strain of plasmodia that takes root in living creatures and changes their cellular structures. Infected creatures begin to disperse miasmal particles, the spread of which is known as the Star Scourge. This model is a replica made from plaster poured into a demon-shaped cavity discovered deep underground. Demons sublimate when their vital functions cease, so this particular specimen must have vaporized after the mud around it had already solidified. Scientists believed this subject burrowed into the earth in order to shield itself from the light of the sun.
Adagium. That is what the Lucians call the monster they imprisoned for 2,000 long years. His powers surpass those of any mortal, and his body is all but impervious to attack. It's no wonder the Founder King sealed him away on the Isle of Angel Guard. He undoubtedly feared this monster might challenge his reign. It seems fortune smiles upon me. Though the Lucians kept him locked away for 2,000 years, I've managed to secure Adagium for myself. The raging winds and stormy seas may have cast all others away, but the waves parted for me that day and led the way. While I've yet to conduct any official research, the potential he proved in combat was most promising. I estimate his powers easily surpass anything mankind has ever seen. Perhaps this streak of luck has just begun.
Fascinating, isn't it? I pored over the ancient texts and found scarcely a mention of you. I barely believed you existed till I saw you with my own eyes. With your help, my research is proceeding smoothly. You have my thanks.
Oh, shiny over there. Give yourself a shiny! Oh.
Given the demon's aversion to light, they typically stick to the shadows until the sun fades and the night falls. Adagium, however, is different. Unlike his demon brethren, he can still function uninhibited in broad daylight. Of course, the ultraviolet rays harm him, much like they would any other demon. Yet his cells regenerate quickly enough to essentially negate the damage.
It stings. Like the light of the sun. Perhaps I'd best cover up.
He was so unfazed by that. So, I am being burnt.
This must be how the gods feel looking down upon our world. Here we have a model of Imperial territory. It includes our present lands as well as our future acquisitions. Feel free to have a look.
I've already read all that, mate.
There's something you should see. Come with me. I found something most interesting on the Rock of Ravito. If my experiment on this specimen succeeds, it might provide the information you've been looking for. This way.
I've had 2 chocolates and they were nice, but they're now special. I would have probably rather just had a bar of Lindt. But that was still better value than a bar, because it's like £2 for a bar, kind of nonsense. His AI broke. I'm in front of him and I'm meant to be following him and he's just trying to avoid me, I think.
Is that...
Ifrit the Infernian.
You subjugated a god and brought him here?
He was sound asleep, just like the legend said he'd be, so we put him on ice. Do you think you could turn him
into a demon?
If you managed to demonify a deity, you could learn truths no mere mortal could ever dream of knowing. You'll access 2,000 years of his memories, and if you can control him, he'll be a weapon of supreme power. It's certainly an enticing offer, isn't it? Just think you could exact sweet revenge through divine retribution.
How do you know what I want?
I don't, but I know you have no other options. Well, shall we?
Just demonify a god. No bother, mate.
Come see the fruits of my Magitech research. This way. The ancient civilization of Solheim, forefathers of our magic technology, once flourished on this land. Had they not incurred the wrath of the gods, they may have remained prosperous to this day.
And you wish to restore them to greatness?
To surpass them, which is why I need you to lend me your strength. But I'm certain magic technology and demons are the keys to unlocking the door to a new future.
I'm not ready, but...
Lucians? But how?
Kunmi Squad, Adagium sighted. Initiating
Requesting
engagement.
backup from Nimbus Squad.
Shutting down communications until all clear.
So, you've come to kill me, have you?
Or die trying.
Just as you accused me from my satisfaction my actions. So I may be gone by it was on the possible pleasure.
Who is it?
A kingdom you can no longer call your own.
Oh, I got to demonify a certain amount of people to get the special, and that gives me magic bullshit on.
Perhaps you ought to sleep away your wrath.
I'm invulnerable.
Don't you realize that the officer
Enough!
Damned monster.
Oh, game crashing. Not quite. I want a triangle, yeah, I think I did.
Blast!
He's alive. I must stop him before he destroys everything.
Just fight God. No problem there.
So this is it.
Yeah, we're running that. Oh.
Oh, Infernian, grant me the power to take Somnus, his people, and his cursed kingdom, and burn them all to the ground! No!
All that is vibrating aggressively.
I was the one chosen to be king.
Arden.
Era.
Forgive me.
Huh?
I defied the will of the gods and revealed to Somnus you had been chosen to be king.
Huh? Huh?
I never dreamt he would try to kill you.
But he did. Somnus fooled everyone, so he could usurp the throne. Everything that happened, it's all his fault.
No. Listen to me. It's my fault. I'm the one who ruined your future. This was divine retribution for my sins.
You've no sins to atone for. Gods! Answer me! Why have you burdened us with this fate? Era!
They're awkward, yeah.
Oh no! Era! Please!
In the names of the gods above, fulfill your calling, Arden, and punish Punish me for my sins.
Era.
Kill me.
That's right. Kill her. Put that monster out of its misery, just like I did.
I can't. My calling is to save lives.
Just like you saved that innocent man by turning him into a demon.
Please, Arden. You must live.
I can't. Not without you.
Come. Why not give the lady what she wants?
Oh, it got late. Oh crap. I don't know if I can mash that hard enough. I probably can't. I was looking at my phone when it started as well. I don't know if you were meant to be able to win that one.
Once
Feel
again,
winnable.
you failed to save her. No surprise. A monster can do naught but destroy.
I'll never forgive you, Somnus. This monster may not be able to destroy you, but I'll see to it that I destroy everything you built. Hear me, gods above. No longer shall I supplicate you for pardon. No longer shall I sojourn toward the light. Nay, the path I intend to tread is paved with blood and darkness. No longer shall I seek your guidance. This path is mine to tread alone.
The Empire's demonic experiments bore fruit before long, precipitating the production of a Magitech infantry. As recognition for his contribution to this research, Arden Azunia was inaugurated as Imperial Chancellor. Thanks to its newfound firepower, Niflheim managed to break the stalemate that shackled the nation for more than 100 years, and, in turn, forced Lucis to scale back its magical barrier. The untimely passing of King Mors ushered in the era of a new monarch, and the young Regis Lucis Kylum succeeded the throne. Meanwhile, Arden began to spread the Star Scourge throughout the world, stealing people's memories and learning as much about the kingdom as he could. In time, those memories began to merge with his own, gradually transforming him into a wicked echo of his former self. And now, at long last, the time for his revenge has come.
Greetings, people of the Kingdom of Lucis. Do forgive me for interrupting the festivities, but I must tell you, this day of rapturous revelry shall be your last. Call it divine retribution. False kings and fraudulent nations are fated to perish.
Who is he? We've yet to ID him. Whoever he is, it's clear he wishes us harm. You stay here. I am going to put a stop to this madman.
I think we all know how that ends. Daddy, no.
Well, time to set to work.
Attention all units, this is your captains. Code Red, I repeat, Code Red. Follow your commander's orders and get the situation under control.
Every word clear as day.
I'm enjoying this, but it got really late and I'd like to eat something and go to bed. This is annoying. Not fair. I don't even know how to quit this menu. I had just saved a moment ago, but it's annoying. It seems cool, but yeah, I want to actually eat something and go to sleep. Ow. Rip and tear. I have to just remind myself that I'm firing up the PS4 and not the PS5 when I next want to play this.